Here we go, I'm back at it. This time I'm customizing shoes for my sister's boyfriend. So I was texting with him back and forth, trying to figure out maybe what he wanted with these. He gave me some solid color choices, so then I started to pitch different designs, maybe different angles I could take with the shoe. And I landed on a good mock-up, so then I headed over to eBay, picked out a decent pair. I actually picked out a brand new pair. And then they shipped it here, and I finally got the shoes. It took a while, but I got them in-house now, and we get to see an unboxing of these, first unboxing of the channel. And here's what we got. Honestly, these were so clean and so brand new. I didn't really even believe it. I thought they were fake, but they feel completely real. Super high quality. If they're fake, they're the nicest Air Force Ones I've ever seen, so I don't really care. Here we go, I'm delacing them, getting them ready for the painting process. And while these shoes, this design I'm about to do is my simplest yet, I think it's very clean and they came out nicely, so we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna tape them up. It took me, of course I sped it up, it took me, no joke, like an hour to tape these shoes up. Because I had to tape up basically the whole thing on both of them. I almost used up every single bit of tape I had on these shoes. But what the customer wants, he gets. Here you can see the whole process and kind of get a vision for maybe what the parts of the shoe that are going to be painted are looking like. As you can see, it's not many. The shoe's actually not going to take very much paint, but I think it's going to be very tasteful in the areas that are painted. Here you see I'm going over it with a deglazer, same one I've been using throughout all of these videos, and we're going for it. As you can see, I'm pulling out this kind of salmon color. It's kind of a deeper red, and I'm just going over this whole lace section with this deep salmon red color. The vision for this is to be a very light salmon, like kind of a pastel salmon color. And not the greatest camera work, man, I'm sorry. Jeez, there we go. But I'm going over that. I'm going over, interestingly, kind of this whole band that goes around the shoe on the sole. Right there, you can see. I think that's called the sole. I think it's called the sole. Maybe I suck at shoes. And then I'm coloring everywhere but the air sign, that I cover over it anyways, so kind of just a waste of time. But yeah, that whole back section is also going to be that salmon color. And here we go, I'm working on the other shoe. And I'm just mixing pink, orange, and white here to get this color. And I should have started out mixing way more white into it because the base tone is super dark. Way darker than kind of the desired color. But it was good for giving it a base layer that I could go off of. And so here you can see I'm actually putting in that way lighter color over on this shoe that I already finished because the paint already dried, so I figured I'd just go over it real quick with that base coat. And that's actually the last pink layer I'm going to do on these shoes because I think the color that I pulled out at the end was kind of perfect for the mock-up that we agreed upon. And here, the second color we're going with is a mint, a light green mint. And with the yellow here, this is the ugliest shoe ever created. So you're just gonna have to wait to the end to see the full finished product because it actually looks really good. But yeah, we're going with a light green here. Light green and light salmon. those are the colors he sent me. I created a mock-up for him, and this is kind of what we're going with here. So it's going on the swoosh. It's going on the Nike Air tag at the top of the tongue. I'm just going over it with another layer, a little bit darker green, because the first one was way too bright and it didn't really make sense with the tone of pink we used. But there, you can get a better grasp at the colors there. It's looking good. And then this is the very last layer I'm doing on the green. And I felt really good about that mint color I chose there at the end, because it was kind of hard to get it to where it looked good with the pink, because the pink was kind of overbearing, but I think I got it down to the right color it needed to be. So there they are. Not exactly finished with the paint job. There's still one more thing to do. And what's going to end up happening is I'm going to pull up some of this tape at the bottom, and if you know, Air Forces have that Nike Air on the bottom where it just says Air, and then there's like a band that goes around the whole back of the shoe. There you can see it, and there you can see the Air. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the band that goes around that same mint green color. And it took me a couple of tries to get it just right to match the swoosh and the tongue tag, but I think we're going to get it down. It's hard to even see it right now because of the sped up video and because of the coloring on the video, but in a second I'll give you a better look at how that's going along. You see here, you're going to be able to see that green band closer up. As you can see, it wraps around the whole back of the shoe and just gives it more, it gives the shoe more to it. Here we go. We're going back to Liquid Kicks factory finish. I'm just going over all the areas I painted, making sure those get sealed. Both the shoes. I've found that you only really need 2 layers of factory finish with Liquid Kicks, and it keeps the paint from cracking. It makes it basically just the same as if Nike had put their finisher on it. It works very well. And here we go. We're going to take the tape off. Whew. See, it's very clean. Again, it's way simpler than anything I've done so far, so in that regard I was a little disappointed beforehand when I was making up mock-ups and stuff, but it's like no mock-up can ever truly hold up to the real thing when you have it in hand, and I was actually very impressed by the colors chosen, and I think this is one of the cleanest shoes I've done so far. That mint and that pink work so well together. I don't know what it is, but I actually really love this shoe. Here's some shots of it, some cinematic shots. Tell me what you think about this custom in the comments. Again, I'm super impressed with how they turned out. I didn't know how that was going to look off the mock-up, but seeing the colors in person, I really like it. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, maybe subscribe. And I'll catch you all in the next video.